Hello everyone, this is Michelle, your cash flow girl, and tonight I wanted to share with you this amazing story of how everything started for me in my real estate investment career and how my life changed forever. It really, really did. And here I am in the middle of a Cashflow 101 game, which if some of you don't know, it's a game that was created by the author and investor, real estate investor, Robert Kiyosaki. And he believes in implementing and practicing everything that you learn. And so that's why he created the game, because he really wanted people to learn how to invest, learn financial education and language, but for him the best way to do it and to retain it is to actually practice it. So he made an amazing game up, and the name is called Cashflow 101 game. And so here I am with Camilo. We came to this meeting because we wanted to network with other like-minded amazing people. And what ends up happening in these games is that you network, you exchange business cards, and you find great people at these places. We're all there to get better, to learn more, to create wealth. Some people are along the way even further, and some are there to service us, people that at that time I was starting and just trying to figure out what I was going to do. And so I was there networking and also prospecting, because at the time I was part of an amazing network marketing company, or MLM, or multiple level marketing company. And I was really learning all kinds of stuff. I was giving it my 100%. So at that moment, all I was thinking was not only learning about the game and the concept itself, what I was going to do at that meeting, but networking and prospecting other like-minded, amazing people that could propel my business at that moment to the next level. And we did awesome. We did awesome in that network marketing business. It used to be Shop to Earn or Shop to Earth. And we did really, really well. We did really, really well for a while. And so here we are at the game. I'm with Camilo, and Camilo and I are very competitive, even with each other, but it's all friendly competition, and with each other and with other people. And so here I am picking at Camilo's paper and thinking, is he out of the race? Is he going to be out of it very soon or not? Because I wanted to win, obviously. And I'm looking at my assets, my liabilities. I'm learning a ton of things. I'm meeting amazing people. And so Camilo and I always try to go, like, we're overachievers. So we try to go for the big fish, or the big people, or the people that maybe might seem that they're going to take your business to the next level, but you're too afraid to ask them if they're even interested. Those are the people we usually go for. And going into another story that I think it's very funny, I promise I'll come back to this one. This is how ambitious we are in a way. Maybe we can say it like that. We were at a Sports Authority once, and we were shopping for Christmas stuff for our family, whatever. And guess who we see? We see Manny Rodriguez, I believe is his name. He's a baseball player. He used to play a couple years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, with the Red Sox. We see him. Camilo is a huge sports fan, so he'll tell you the exact name. I think it's Manny Ramirez or Rodriguez. Whatever. We see him walking into Sports Authority. And so we're like, oh my God, this guy, he's a millionaire. He's a really good baseball player. I recognize him because I see Camilo watching baseball games all the time, and I kind of recognize the players. I don't always know their names, but I recognize their face. And so we see him walking into Sports Authority, and I tell Camilo, I'm like, baby, yeah, I call him baby. I'm like, baby, we need to recruit Manny Rodriguez or Ramirez. I'm like, this guy's a millionaire. He probably wants to invest his money. And we were already doing real estate wholesales. So wherever we go, we're always telling people what we do, and we're trying to find new clients. And so I tell Camilo, this is a big fish, and we need to go for big fish. And Camilo was terrified. It's as if you see the biggest, like one of the biggest people that you admire, you see them and you actually walk up to them and talk to them. I mean, that's a huge deal. And so I told Camilo, let's go talk to him. And he's like, I don't know. What are we going to tell him? And I'm like, let's just tell him what we do and tell him we're the experts, which we are. We've been doing this for a while. He might be interested. And what's the worst thing that could happen? He might say no, and then we just walk away. And so we filled ourselves with courage, and we actually came up to him. And he's a huge guy, okay? So we like tap his back. We're like, hey, Manny. And so at that moment, I shut up because I was nervous. So I just let Camila do it. And he's like, oh, great, you're going to leave me at this alone. But he wasn't alone. I was right there next to him. Whatever. We tap his back. He turns around. We're like, hello, how are you? We're Michelle and Camilo, or Camilo said, this is my girlfriend, Michelle, and me and I. And we just wanted to share with you that we are wholesalers. We find properties at discount, under market value, 50 to 60% under market value. And we would love to know or see if we can help you make some great investments here in South Florida. Well, the guy kind of laughed at us, and he kind of said, oh, thank you so much, not interested, and walked away. But that's not the point. The point is that we go always for the big fish. So here we are in the middle of the cash flow game. I'm bringing you back to the initial story. And Camila and I are like, okay, we're here to prospect. So let's, talk to different people. Let's see what we can find if anybody's interested in maybe in this great opportunity that we have. And so then Camilo actually is the one who approaches the organizer of the game. His name is Frank. And since then, he's been a great friend. But at that moment, we didn't really know him much. And so Camilo comes up to him, and I come immediately after. I stand right next to Camilo. It's like, we're doing this. We do everything as a team. So even if it's just for support or just to add something to the table, I just stand there to see if Camilo needs any assistance. So I come right there. I'm standing right next to them. And Camila's telling them, we have this really great opportunity. Would you like to come to one of our meetings? And, all that spill that you say when you're in network marketing, when you're trying to get somebody in your team. And one thing that he said to us, and he was very clear, honest, and in a very nice way, he said, listen, guys, if it's wealth that you're searching for, if it's wealth that you're going after, and it's freedom that you're going after, I really think you should stop focusing on your business in network marketing and start focusing on real estate. Now, at that moment, I completely felt offended. I was completely, in awe that he even told us that we were in the wrong path. I could not believe this guy had the guts to tell us that we were in the wrong path and that we were not going to find wealth through this amazing opportunity that we're actually sharing with him and giving him the privilege to be part of. At that moment, I was in love with this business. I'm always in love with what I do. And when I share things with people, it's because I truly believe they're the best thing out there at that moment, and it's the best thing I know at that moment. So I immediately stormed out there. I said, thank you very much, not interested, and I left. I went to the elevator. I was ready to go home. Camilo is less explosive, if we want to call it that way. And so he stayed a little longer. He talked to him a little longer, and then shortly after, he joined me in the elevator. As soon as we pressed the floor to go down to the lobby, that was in the third floor. We were in a hotel that was in the third floor. That's where the meeting room was. So we were going down to the lobby to leave. Camilo tells me, you know what, Michelle, this guy is wealthy. He knows what he's talking about. And I think we need to listen to him. So I'll be right back. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll wait for you here in the elevator because, you're not going to take long. You're going to be right back. So I'll wait for you here in the elevator. Well, I ended up holding the elevator for 10, 15 minutes. And Camilo comes right back and he said, you know what? There's something. He really has a point, and I think we need to listen to him. And I said, okay, if you think he has a good point and you think we need to listen to him, then that's what we need to do. We're open to doing anything, whatever it takes to get to where we want to be. Our goal at that moment was to create wealth and freedom and to have a lifestyle where we don't have to worry about money, about the money coming in every month to pay for our bills. And we also want to be in a position where we can help our friends and family, especially, you know, our parents, our siblings, and our loved ones, if they ever need something from us. We don't want ever to be baggage for anyone. We want to be the help and the hope that they need at that moment, whether it is emotional help or financial help. So with having that in mind very clearly, we totally were flexible. And you know, that's a very important lesson that I learned at that time. Always have your ears open, always have your eyes open to new opportunities, to new suggestions, to new ideas, and have your heart open for that to come into your life, because you just never know what's going to change your life forever. At that moment, at that exact moment, my life changed forever. We went back to Frank. We asked him, what do we need to do to start? How can we get involved in real estate? And he said, you need to read these 3 books. He gave us 3 books to read. And he told us you need to find somebody that's going to teach you the fundamentals of real estate. And we did. We found somebody that helped us, you know, start from zero. We worked for free for a while, just learning. You know, we would give up our afternoons and meet this person. He would teach us stuff. And from there, one thing led to the other. The 3 books that he recommended to us were just amazing. It was the 4-Hour Work Week. It was the Think and Grow Rich. And of course, he told us to read Rich Dad Poor Dad, which we had already read. But anyways, he said, you know, those 3 books were, we needed to read them in order to move along. And as soon as we read them, we called them back. We said, what is next? And so that's how it all started. That's how real estate really came into our lives. One thing goes to the next, but could you imagine if we wouldn't have listened and closed our eyes and ears and just in our heart and move on? Maybe we would have been very successful at that business that we were at the moment, but maybe it wouldn't have been a good decision. And everything happens for a reason. And that's the thought I want to leave you guys with today. You know, open your heart, open your eyes, open your ears, open your mind, because opportunities are always knocking on your door. You just have to be brave enough to open it up and let them in. And that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. That's how it all got started with us, just by one simple game that we went to network with other like-minded people. And look where we are right now. After that, shortly, we started looking at properties to rehab. We partner up with different cash investors. Then we moved on to doing wholesales, which is the real cash maker. And it's what we teach our students how to start in real estate through wholesaling, because I really believe wholesaling is the foundation to any real estate investment career. And from there, you move on to rehabs. We moved on to even more rehabs and even better ones, because now we were using our own money that we had collected from our wholesales. Yeah, our wholesales came to a point where we no longer, I mean, our bills were being paid, we were comfortable, and we had money left to actually save to buy rehabs with hard money loans, of course, but we had enough cash to buy a property, fix it up, and sell it. And so once we get to that point, now you are ready to start buying rentals, because you start to accumulate even more lumps of cash, you know, even more cash. So now you can actually hold some cash in your rental properties. And that's just a beautiful thing, because that's how passive income starts generating. And that's where you get to the big, amazing picture of financial freedom. And today we enjoy financial freedom. We're not even 30 years old yet. We've done it in a period of 5 years. We are the authors of the upcoming book, Cashflowpreneur, Become Financially Free in 5 Years Through Real Estate. And life is beautiful. You know, we teach others how to do it. We choose what we want to do with our lives. Today we decided to book a 1-week vacation in 2 weeks. And only because next week we're going to a seminar. So this is the life that we want for you guys, and this is what's available out there for you. So I love you all. Thank you so much for being in this space with me. I hope you took some little pebbles of wisdom tonight to take with you into your journey to wealth and prosperity. Have a wonderful night. This is Michelle Baez, your Cashflow girl. You can find more information about my programs, about my podcast, and anything else that's going on, and the pre-sales for my upcoming book, Cashflowpreneur, at my website, cashflowpropertiesacademy.com. Have a wonderful night or day or whatever it is right now where you are.